And welcome to yet another episode of She Conquers. Igama lami nguPhindile Zwane. On today's episode, sobe sikhuluma nge-subject that continues to rise and affect the lives of many young South Africans.
Umfundi balekile akusizi vele ukuhlala phansi uhlale nje
obiselani move abangani yo gcina soyenza nezinto ezi-wrong sozibonisa abantu manje wrong makasitombi uyayenza
gcina sesingonesi nathi siba abazali sibeke ngonesi.
Education must be the base that facilitate and open doors to institutions that can come and provide the relevant assistance.
Yebo, namhlanje sobe sikhuluma nge-education and how different social economic problems can have young people feeling like dropping out of school. Kodwa-ke, before we do that, let's go straight into the streets and hear what people think. Indaba abantwana abaningi besikole ba-dropa out.
Ama-drugs.
Influence from the older generation.
Peer pressure.
Into abayenzayo, they just chaya inyawupi.
Some of them are forced by their parents to do maybe academics.
Abanye bafola pregnant babancane.
Omunye usuke endlini akadlanga mase afika esikolweni abanye baphethe imali.
Sometimes ukuvila nje.
There are many reasons why learners drop out of school, and pregnancy still remains as one of the higher issues for girls. The number of teenagers falling pregnant in school continues to rise, and sadly, even pre-teens are falling pregnant while still in primary school. And as much as the government is making efforts into bringing awareness and other preventative measures to alleviate this problem, thina njengomphakathi kumele sizibuze ukuthi what can we do to help? What conversations are we having with these kids emakhaya nasey'kolweni that can help bring the number down? Khona manje sisaya eThwathwa siyokhuluma noNomvula who fell pregnant while still in school and had to drop out and has not gone back. Asambe ngisoze story sakhe.
vele ngifundele la eTemperazi secondary yami ngaya vele la eAmos Maphanga la umuntu ongikhulisile ngikhuliswe umamami nobabami yabo bami nabasisi bami ngihlala nawo yeah
Ningakhi kini?
Ekhaya si 3 masisikhuluma macene si 3 lo firstborn yasekhaya siyazi bese kuba yimi bese kuba umunye ilastborn bese mina ngazala ngisemncane ngazohlala la ngihlala from eForce mama mangikhulisa ngifaka isikolo la eTemperazi ngaphuma eTemperazi ngaye eAmos Maphanga esecondary.
Oh, okay.
Ngikhulele khona.
So angitshele the day you find out ukuthi you pregnant ufile kanjani?
Ngithukile.
Ngicela bekenzakalani ngalelo langa?
Mina understand ukuthi kenzakalani phela. Mina understand ukuthi kenzakalani.
But feel like khona something.
Yeah, khona something. Yeah, singachinja yabo. Singena moods. Yeah.
And then wakhuluma nobani?
Ngakhuluma nomngane wami angitshela ukuthi hayi vele
indaba seyikanje.
Yeah.
Bese wacabangani masozicabanga ukuthi hayibo mina vele sindaba ikanje.
Uyathukwa. Ekuhlala ungathuki uyathuka ukuthi yo yabo adifuni maybe uba komntana ngijikele.
And then umama wakho maso the day I find out yena ufanda ethe kanjani?
Uze ngabantu. Uze ngabantu. Bamtshela ukuthi hayi mntana wakho phela upheka. Phana mina ngeke ngize ngintshele mama ngithi umama ngipreg. Yabo amtshengisa irespect. Amtshengisa ukuhlonipha.
What caused you to yeka isikolo?
Ngeke isikolo. Like ngifuna ukunikeza abanye abantwana space.
Ispace sani bekenzakaleni sitshela istory straight. Kenzakaleni ispace ukuthi kenzakaleni babe bafuna ispace.
Kuthi angisho ngibalalisa esikolweni eklasini ngibalalisa bangakhoni vele ukufunda yabo benama moods yabo.
So bokungana pressure oyizwayo like mhlambe abo teacher nabe sebakutshela ukuthi hayi sisi sesikhathele uwo abantwana besikolo.
Hayi abomama nabasuthi hayi songaphumula manje. Nami vele nesengibona vele ukuthi vele mina ngibanikeze ispace ngicalele kabusha vele jana wami.
wathini ke benjani i-reaction yakamama?
Nakakwatile azangajabule azangajabule.
Oh, so wena ufuna ukubuyela esikolweni or ufila ngathi hayi?
Ngifuna ukubuyela vele mina esikolweni.
Wa ufuna ukubuyela esikolweni, i-education iminani labo?
I-education ibalulekile, ngaphandle education hayi. Ayikho.
Ufuna ukuba yini wena?
Ngifuna vele ngibe nebhizinisi yami.
Business elinjani?
Like beauty yabo. Like
ube nespa sakho, newamassage, wenze yonke into. Yo, ngiphisela inhlanhla ngathi ungayenza bekhona ngizoza nawe. Ngizela kuwe ne. So umuntu ongabe who was in the same situation njengawe oyewamitha esikolweni bese yena masekafila ngathi hayi isikole akusinto afuna ukuyenza yena akafuna ukubuyela. Ungathini kulo muntu?
Mina ngamtshela ukuthi afunde.
Ngamtshela uthini?
Afunde aye esikolweni.
Ngoba kwenze njani?
Imfundo ibalulekile. Imfundo ibalulekile. Akusizi vele ukuhlala phansi uhlale nje.
No mina ngivumelana nawe ene ngofisela inhlanhla uthi uqede isikolo uhambe uyostudisha le petition yakho uzoyenza amazipho. Khona uzoba i-connection yami. Ngizoza kuwe straight. All right. It's so sad to find out that girls who have dreams and aspirations of becoming something big like a businesswoman or a chartered accountant sometimes feel forced to leave school because of difficult situations that arise. But in this instance, I'm glad that she still feels like there's hope for her to go back to school, and I hope that she's able to go back and finish her studies and become a beautician like she said. Okwamanje, sisathathi careful. See you after the break. Welcome back. We're still talking about education and the reasons for the high dropout rate. Njengoba sisasethwathwa sayokhuluma nenye intombazana who also stays in the same area by the name of Unontsikelelo, who also fell pregnant while she was still in school, but she persevered and is currently still making her way through school. Let's go hear what we can learn from her.
And then ngihlala nomama wami nobaba wami, then nabo sisi bami nobhuti bami. 2004 baba wami washona, then ngahlala nomama wami full time up until 2013, then ngamuvela to Tlobadini. So ngaqeda isikolo lapho.
Manje wena mawukhula bomntana njani? Angeke zishaye.
Mina vele ngishine vele. Ngishine hayi too much.
Yeah. So masengane mawukhula ukuthi wena mawukhula ufuna ukuba yini?
Mase semncane ngifuna ukuba police and high school sachi izinto, and then ngase ngifuna ube chartered accounting. Sachi futhi sinta game. So manje sengizoba yini ngizoba tour guide or something.
Oh, okay. And then at some point, you know, while in high school, you stopped going to school. Tell me what happened what caused you to stop going to school.
Feeling about pregnant ne, and bengiqala isikolo esisha. So vele abantu were like, "Oh, mafika, saka pregnant, into ezinkanjalo." Bangijaja, bahlale bangihlahlela amehlo, ngizibuza why? Nabo teacher nabo like, nana, usafika nofika so pregnant. Ngabona isizini ayiseka ama chances vele ngcono vele ngidrope out. Ngadropa out then sisi wami ngitshela ukuthi sisi buyele esikoleni. Ngathi ngizobuyela bese ngivila lapha vele sengilahle nethemba saze ngisikolo shisangidalelwa ngisikolo. Sisi wami ngiyele sangitshela ukuthi sisi mangabe ya drop out izoya e-customer care center kuyasayiniwa laphaya and futhi uzohamba usebenza kathini usebenza yini ama-contract la ashisa khona la ushisele cabanga nje so ubona intanga zakho vele seziphumelele ushise ilanga laphaya ngasibhiyona ngeke so like ngifunde ngibe lento engifuna ukuba yiyo nami angihlala intanga zami yini kube 50-50 than ukuthi manje or sengisebenze sengenze example sengisebenze Shoprite cabanga abo teacher bazoba disappointed wena lana why khetha ukusebenza la so ngiyela ngiyasekho the same ngazama ku
understand. So uthi before you feel like athi kune pressure from a teacher from a student
teacher nabo student so into ebeyisengqonweni yami ukuthi ngiyobe chartered accounting even nabo say like it's well bilube yiyo vele ngavele ngathi yazine grade 10 case accounting ngahlangana nabangani aba-corrupt yaphela lento le ukuthi ngifuna ube chartered accounting then ngafeyila then ngayenza futhi grade 10 this ngachintsha ama-subject vele ngayenza i-tourism ne-business studies ne-consumer studies. Babuyiselana emuva kangani yo. Ugcina sewenza nezinto ezi-wrong sozibona ukuthi abona manje wrong mara still uyayenza njengami mina ibona ukuthi abona manje wrong mara still ngiyenza and ngibona ukuthi nokuthi ngimosha nesikhathi sami mara still ngiyenza ngibona ukuthi i-situation yasekhaya iyabheda ne mara still ngihlala ngethuba vele vele ukugcina.
So when education for when you're 18, is it something that is very important to you?
Mangasho education that it's important. Ayikho enye into, ayikho enye indlela. Masingasho ayikho enye indlela ukuthi ozo survive ngayo because manje vele sifunde achieve ama-goals wethu nama-ambitions namalo then so bazokuphumelela manje bangana-education and then vele bangana-education manje hayi nothing.
So when ungathini umuntu who was in the same situation ngokuyo mhlambe omithi asesesikolweni and manje ubona ngathi i-pressure seyiningi akathandi ukuthi abantu bayamjaja yena akasafuna ukuyela esikolweni.
Aba-ignore abantu behlala vele bakhulume vele so like yena focus ibile ama-goals wakhe then uzobona mana once wafocus zonke izinto zakho zizohamba kahle naye amasekayile into afuna uba yiyo uzoba proud naye simele kancane like sokudla imali zakho udlijola nanokuthi uhlale ku-poverty sitalelwa nge-poverty.
Nontsikelelo umuntu onama-plan for ikusasa lakhe, and I'm glad to know that she did not allow this one hurdle to get in the way of her dreams. The bravest thing that anyone can do is not give up.
Mina ngukhululiwa kaShongwe, born and bred in KZN eMatateni eNewcastle. NgezeGoli ngizothola umsebenzi eForest Comprehensive. Right now I'm teaching there for almost 16 years now. Yeah, isikhathi sakudala nesikhathi samanje asifani. Dala babengasifundisi ngendaba zocansi. Manje sekuze kunamalo khunjana kune LO life orientation. Yonke into ikhona ngisho ugovernment uyangenelela ukuthi izingane zingenza njani zivikeleke. Izingane ziyaqhubeka futhi ziyakhulelwa kakhulu ngobuningi bazo zisuka from primary sezivele zikhulelwe zifika nakhona elukhunjaneni secondary nakhona zikhulelwa ngobuningi. Hayi ngizayiquba shemiziso gcina sesingonesi nathi uyabona ngisiba abazali sibeke ngonesi phela izingane zethu lezi naso noma elenzile iphutha kodwa manje ke sibanikeza ini support ukuthi ke bangaphinde futhi nezinye ingane zibona ukuthi ke ayikho right lento ayenzile. Izikolo ezikuthi ke azinikeza ilu labantwana isupport ngicela ukuthi babanikeze isupport ngoba labantwana baphume emakhaya ahlukene lapho kukhona ini poverty uthola ukuthi sebeya kuma blessers ngoba befuna ukuthi bathole imali. So nazo ezinye izikolo azenze ukuthi zibanikeze support kakhulu. For instance if kuyabhalwa kuye kumenywe umzali azohlala naye ambheke umntwana ukuthi ke right yini. Uyabona if umntwana akabhalanga mhlawumbe khona lento esibiza ukuthi SBA school based assessment umsebenzi olokhunjana from January to December ofani ukuthi yenze njani awubhali. So uma engawubhalanga umntwana lo msebenzi lo siyambiza mayiseqedile ukuthi awubhale ukuze azokwazi ukwenza njani ukuphasa phela. Government wethu uzamile usazama nakhona ukuthi ke le ingane lezi nkosami kulukhunje zingakhulelwa aze athi zize esikolweni zikhulelwe zinjalo ngoba ufuna ukuthi ke zifunde ama-condom agijime ezikolweni azafakwe nasezikolweni ngakho ukuthi ke bafuna ukuvikela kona ukuthi le ngane zingakhulelwa.
So what do you think we can do to help prevent such situations?
Maybe siyenze i-feeding scheme esikoleni.
Take care of these kids and show interest in whatever they do. I think it's about kutas.
I'm not sure how the government can intervene. It wouldn't help to communicate with students when the parent is not approving the situation.
I'm sure ningathumela abantu basemakliniki ezikolweni babafundise ngama-pregnancy nani ukuthi bahlele then abashonela abazali ukuthi babancede ngama-food parcel njengama-social work izinto ezikanjalo. So
yeah, we can maybe raise awareness about the life level igijimisayo. It doesn't pay. You end up dead or you end up in jail.
is very, very difficult to pinpoint to a single issue of why learners will start grade R or grade 1 being 1 million, but the time they finished matric, they're either half of that number. Because there are various issues that affect that. For example, we've identified 5 critical issues that affect learner dropouts. One, it's repeaters. They are still within the schooling environment. The only problem that instead of spending 12 years, others spend 13 years, others spend 14 years because they were repeating a subject. Secondly, it's also available opportunities. There are some people, their parents get resourced, for example, and they feel that my child must no longer be in the public education system, might be in the private education system. So they move away from public education to private education because we don't use data from private education. So these learners are calculated as missing from the statistics. Thirdly, it's diseases and death, unfortunately. And the last aspect, obviously, are socioeconomic matters. Teenage pregnancy, for example, will allow learners to leave poverty, might also push some learners to leave schooling. Well, there are various mechanisms to assist learners so that they remain within their schooling environment. One key program is what we call an interdepartmental health program, where it's a partnership between the Department of Health, Department of Social Development, and the Department of Education, which simply means that within the health screening processes at clinics, if they pick up that this learner needs to go back to school, they will then notify the department. Within the education system, where we pick up that this learner is pregnant, we really believe that the Department of Social Development must come on board and assist them. When they go to apply for social grants, the Department of Social Development, they will also notify us whether this learner is at school and what kind of problems can be provided. So there's that interdepartmental format of providing that assistance. But remember, we are the Department of Education, so we need to build knowledge so that by the time they face this kind of a challenge, they know how to respond. So our life orientation program within our schools is intended to strengthen learners' ability to preempt this kind of things, but also learner strength so that they can come back. We've also passed legislation to say pregnancy is not a disease. So if a child is pregnant, that child must continue to be within the schooling environment until a certain stage. And when she goes to give birth, the school is compelled to provide academic support, like providing learning notes, providing dates of exams and all other things, so that the learner continue to be part of the schooling environment. We also have something that we call CEPO 1 million. CEPO 1 million is to identify young people that have talent, leadership capabilities, but that can't continue with their studies purely because of challenges that they had. CEPO 1 million is a program for young people that need second chance in life. If they want to rewrite matric, we give them that second chance. If they want to continue with their studies at the university, we give them a bursary. If they want internship or learnership, we put them within the department. If they want, for example, a K53 driver's license, we train them for a driver's license. So there are various packages that are targeted to attract young people within the Gauteng provincial government. Well, unfortunately, if you take it from an angle that education must be end all, we'll get it wrong. Education must be the base that facilitates and open doors to institutions that can come and provide the relevant assistance. When you go through failure, you must not throw the towel. Just stand up, clean yourself and start afresh. Anything that you need in life, you must work hard for it, because if you don't, it will go easily. And if it goes, it won't come back.
And that's it for today's episode. Yazi, a lot of the time we sit and we wait and we hope for some grand intervention that's going to come help us with all of our problems. We forget to be active and to come up with creative solutions ourselves. All these things can be prevented by simply having open conversations with children, which can be considered tough or taboo. We need to prepare them for life. Muntamusha, take care of yourself. To join in on the conversation, please visit our website on www.sheconquerssa.co.za or visit any of our various social media pages. Igama lam, Uphindile Zwane. See you again next episode.